It was just something that I started because of college not working out right away for me, so I wanted an outlet to still, be creative and get my thoughts and ideas out there. And so I started with the blog, and then from the blog I started creating the DIY videos. My biggest thing was to do the videos based on things that people would be searching like in Google about. I did one that was Diane von Furstenberg. Her spring 2009 collection had these like floral headbands, and so I did one that was sort of my own interpretation of those headbands. And so because of that, anyone that would be searching for anything to do with the spring 2009 or Diane von Furstenberg or headbands, they would be led to my video on my blog about that. I also have a feature on my blog called Monday Match, where I take celebrity outfits that they wore from like the week before, and I find like inexpensive matches that's like really similar to what they wore. It was kind of a little bit of both. I'm a fashion designer. I sort of have, a lot of like natural creativity, and I think it's really cool that people can take things and like change them and make them to something new, or completely make something out of nothing. These days it's really important that people sort of learn how to do that, because it's so easy to just say, oh no, I'll go ahead and buy that. And I want to be like, no, you don't have to buy that bag. You can make it yourself, and then it's your own, it's unique, and no one else can have that. I try to do something different. I also try to find something that kind of follows the trends that are going on. FashionClub.com, they're a sponsor of my videos, so they have a lot of input as far as like ideas and themes go. If they want like a homecoming dance theme, then I'll come up with suggestions that sort of fit that theme and what they're trying to do for their website and their blog as well, so that way it's cohesive. But then I'm also getting to do something that I love to do. Well, Fashion Club, they're a website owned by FIDM, which is a fashion college here in California, the one that I was planning going to. And so I just sort of got connected to them through different people from FIDM. They saw my videos, and at first they're like, oh, could we just use them on our website? And I was like, sure, because it's more exposure for me, so I had no problem with it. And then after like the third or fourth video, then I got contacted again from them, and that's when they were like, hey, we want to sponsor your videos. And then that's sort of when they had a little more input into what I was going to do as far as following a theme or whatever. I sort of like having a theme to follow every month that they set up, because it helps me more as far as determining exactly what to do. Not so much the craziest, but like the coolest thing I've gotten designed for, I don't know if you've heard of them, but Ali and AJ, they're like a singing sister duo. I designed for them a few years ago. When I met them, I got the opportunity to sort of like interview them for a local radio show, and so I quickly like stayed up all night the night before and like sewed these tops, and then they actually wore them in their show that night. Amazing. That was sort of like my big first like wow moment in my career. They like kind of like rocker edgy, but they're still girly. So I try to incorporate, like I wanted it to be dark, but like the lace, is still kind of very girly, and so I wanted to try to fit their personalities that way. Things just keep getting better, like as far as like opportunities that I've had. Right now I am Dove Deodorant's correspondent for 17 magazine. So I was in 17 magazine, their September issue, which is, like the September issue, that's like the biggest issue all year. Every year I sort of set goals for myself that seem kind of crazy and impossible, and I decided that I wanted to be in a magazine, and like more specifically I wanted to be in 17, because that's just a magazine that I grew up reading and I loved it. I got to go to New York and sort of see go into the Hearst Tower and see how the magazines run, and right now I'm doing blogging and things for the correspondence. I'm not in school right now. I'm working on like saving money to go to school, and so that's sort of where like the blogging and stuff comes into place, because I wanted to get, sort of build my experience and get my name out there. But in the meantime, I'm teaching myself like as much as I can. Like I try to like sew all the time and try new things and just teach myself as much as I can now. That way, when I do get to school, I'll have all that experience. It sort of has to like come to me, and I usually don't really think about it till it's sort of like the end of the year. And my whole like philosophy right now is just to sort of go wherever life takes me. And so I'll make plans, but if it doesn't work out exactly how I want to, then that's fine too, because that just means that maybe something bigger is out there for me. I would love to like visit those places and, you know, maybe do like study abroad programs a bit there, but I'm not sure if I'm ready to actually right now at this moment go to school there, because, you know, it's like completely different country, you know, culture, all those things, and so it's a little intimidating right now.